And this is what we're going to do. I'm going to say the word sponge. And you guys are going to say the first word that pops into your head, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, sponge.
Sponge.
Yellow.
Sponge.
That's mine.
I command you, as King of the Britons, to stand aside.
I move for no man.
Hey, can I bring Anne?
Who?
Anne. You know, she's the girl I'm kind of hanging out with.
I haven't met him.
Yes, you have.
Michael had met Anne.
When you want to talk sports, you ask folks who have seen it all up close. So on The Al Travis Show, we go with the guys at the end of the bench. Time to talk all things sports.
We got him, John, at the end of the bench today. John, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing very well. Happy Friday, Al.
Happy Friday, and God bless the USA women's hockey team. Wow. The shot heard round the world. They'll use that phrase, I'm sure. Women's hockey wins the gold yesterday in hockey. And it was, well, a couple things. It's cool to win. The shot, we're talking about we're going to, not necessarily, the greatest slap shot of all time, but the move to bust past the defender was really cool. Then it's like, I'm losing control, hack at it, and it wampa between the legs of the goalie, and you just see it, and then the world blows over, and all the fans, the team, they realize, that's so much fun.
It was a blast. I had that thing on live on the TV while I was working.
Yeah.
And let's not take away the earlier goal with 2 minutes left in regulation to send it to overtime, because if that didn't happen, it was going to be sorry end for the U.S. team after dominating Canada 5-0 in the prelim game.
And what's wild, so they beat Canada twice, which always a pleasure.
That's
kind of like beating New York if you're a Twins fan. So that's good. But that goalie, I mean, she stood on her head, right? I think she gave up one goal in the Olympics. I mean, how cool is that? Could you imagine if they didn't get that goal like you're talking about and they lose 1-0, the one goal she lets through loses the gold medal? Would have been huge. This is destiny. Oh, that was so much fun. And the men are coming up.
I knew after they tied it, I thought they're going to do it. They're going to do it because you could tell how deflated Canada was just after that tie.
Yeah.
And people argue about that overtime, whether it should be full squad or 3-on-3. I kind of like the 3-on-3 because it's intense and it's just going the whole time.
You cannot make a mistake. No, the 3-on-3 is a very, I like that as well. He's going to mix it up a little bit. I get it. The men are coming, so there's another big win for us. Come on, guys. We can do this. And we have moved into second place in the total medal count, which doesn't mean anything for me, but we are second in the most gold medals, which does count. And Norway's just running away with it.
And hats off to Alyssa Liu for her figure.
Oh, yeah. She's a Minnesota gal, right?
Yes. I think she has a connection.
Yes, she does. I'm almost sure that Senator Housley knows her because she was throwing her name around last year. I think she knows.
Just a exciting kid. I mean, geez.
Yeah, just a lot of fun. I think. Go ahead.
Oh, well, she kind of dropped the Effenheimer there coming off the ice. That was heard around the world. But, you can't excuse somebody for being so enthusiastic in the moment, right?
Plus, I think that's like the first gold medal for us in the Olympics in 20 years. There's been a dry spell.
Yeah.
I do think, is it NBC? NBC's got it. NBC is going to have to rethink their coverage of the Olympics in that we need a 7-second delay. Because that's the second Effenheimer that has made it across the world when all you needed was a beep button and they didn't have it. And they get it for the replay, but when you're watching live. So I think they got to fix that. I mean, just honestly, not that I have the gold, virgin ears or anything, but it does, you gasp a little, right? First off, the little girl, long petite thing, does her beautiful thing, and then she uses the Effenheimer. It was a little shocking. It was like, oh, really? Okay, you're normal. Okay, I get it, but I wasn't expecting it.
No, it does certainly ground you from the idea that this is little Princess Vision on ice on skates. I'm like, oh, she's so cute. Well, how about that?
Yeah, but anyway, the Olympics are going on. They're going great for us. We're doing fine. To get us to the break, something off the side, and then we'll get on to the Gopher women on the other side. This is the weirdest thing. And only in Minnesota. So we get Mike Conley, and we love Mike Conley, but he's not doing what he needs for us. Gosh, we love him, though. So we trade him frees up $10 million space under the cap or whatever to Chicago. I think it was Chicago. And then they traded him to, anyway, it was North Carolina. I had it written down somewhere. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Gets traded to two teams. Oh, the Hornets. So it went Chicago, then the Hornets. The Hornets boot him. They paid him off. Whatever is left of his contract, they just write him a check for $5 million. Just say half the year's left. Write him a check for $5 million. And now, because he's been traded twice, he can go right back to the Timberwolves, who signed him on for whatever's left of the $3 million contract, another $1.5 million. Conley makes out in 1 week's time by not playing basketball with anybody, and I presume he knew what was going on and he didn't even move his luggage. Went to Chicago, went to the Hornets, came back, got paid out in full for the year contract at $10 million, and now we'll make another $1.5 million in the next 26 weeks. That's smooth, buddy. I don't know how that works, but that's a good day for him.
I don't know. And you feel that at some point in some game, he's going to be the deal maker. He's going to do something in some important game. And everybody's go, thank God Mike Conley was back here to make that shot. Well,
if it isn't even the shot, evidently he is quite the guy in the clubhouse. And if that's worth $1 million, good for him. I think he keeps, I just don't understand how to
balance. Yeah. So
how do you get the Hornets to write that check? To just, we'll take him, we'll write the $5 million off. Like, this is an inner, I mean, I don't know this, but it would seem to me that the T-Wolves wanted that off the cap. They get down this deal and they say, Hornets, we'll get you that $5 million back. Don't worry. We're going to, it's under the table thing. I just can't see why another team, we'll take Conley, pay him $5 million and ask him to leave. Why would you do that?
I don't know. Was there something they got from Chicago somehow?
See, that's what I'm saying. It's such
a pick or something.
I don't know. It's just crazy. But anyway, good for him. The other thing in basketball, just quick before we go to break, looks like the commissioner of basketball is a little upset with some teams possibly trying to tank to get better picks the next year. So starting next year, they're going to have a competition meeting and try to undo that. Couple of things are lottery odds will freeze at the trade deadline. It won't be by the end of the year, so you might as well play because you already got what you're going to get. I kind of like that. Teams can't pick in the top 4 the year after making the finals. So if you made it into the finals, you don't get a top 4 pick. I don't know what they do if you've traded for that. I don't know how that all works. Thoughts on trying to stem cheating? The giving it up.
Yeah, it's a tough one. I mean, it exists in all sports, right? Because we've seen it. But they really need to do something. It gave basketball kind of a black eye this season in a big way.
Yeah, but
you say in all one guy.
You say in all sports, really, baseball doesn't really do that, right? Because even people you pick take 3-4 years before they get to the majors.
Well,
so maybe
look at what's his face that was throwing those pitches, throwing the game.
Oh. Well, yeah, but he was just trying to make some money on the side. Football, I can see because the difference between a first and a fifth pick, you can get a quarterback or not. I see that basketball's big. Okay, I get it. I got to go to break. We got to come back because
that was cheating. Garbage cans.
I get that's cheating, but that's not tanking on purpose to get a better draft pick.
Yeah.
We got to go to break. You're wearing your Gopher stuff because you're all about the Gophers, and we'll talk about that right after this on the Al Travis Show.
When the stakes are high at the Minnesota Capitol, you need more than a lobbyist. You need a partner. At Momentum Advocacy, we bring nearly 90 years of combined experience in government relations, public affairs, and strategic communications. From nonprofits to national corporations, we help organizations navigate Minnesota's political landscape with integrity, insight, and results. Whether you need legislative champions or headlines, Momentum Advocacy delivers. For more, visit momentum-advocacy.com. Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol.
Think about it. A famous politician once said, "You're entitled to your opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts." But in a world full of AI and fake news, where can Minnesotans find the facts? Center of the American Experiment is Minnesota's go-to source for fact-based analysis and common sense solutions for taxes, energy, public safety, and our kids' education. Visit AmericanExperiment.org for more information. Think About It is brought to you by Center of the American Experiment, Minnesota's think tank.
It's nice to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
Now, he's a big believer in the ladies on the Gopher basketball team, but it's almost a hidden secret till it's not, right? These girls had won 7 in a row, and you're kind of like, okay, you heard about it. But their 8th and 9th win in a row, including winning a number 10 ranked team. They got moved into the top 25. Now you're looking and saying, wait a minute, what did I miss? 9 in a row, and they're 21-6 is an overall record. This team's got it going on.
They does. Their defense is among the top in the country.
Love that.
They held Ohio State to, I think, their lowest score of the season.
Yep.
And that was after kind of a struggling first half. So, they'd been hanging in those others receiving votes for a couple of weeks there, and then they busted into it earlier this week. And all of a sudden they said, hey, we're in the top 25. We've got to start playing like one. And they promptly go out and stomp the crap out of Ohio State, who was ranked 10th.
Yeah.
So they're going to move up in those rankings. And if they get a top 16 seed for the NCAA tournament, they get to host 2 games at home. Yeah. That's what they did back in the Lindsey Whalen, Janelle McCarthy.
Oh, yeah.
Managed to get them all the way to the Final Four.
The barn would be a rocking and rolling if they can get that. What I don't understand, they're 21-6 is their record. And I think I had it up here what they are 12-4 in the conference.
Yep.
Yet we're ranked 4th in the conference. The only people we lost to were, how in the world is that right? Unless you lost everybody in the conference. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a strong conference, right?
Yeah.
I think there's still 6 teams in there that are ranked.
Yeah.
Including UCLA is up there. So
yeah.
Right. There's tough teams. There's tough teams. They play Michigan State tomorrow, who is also ranked. I forget what the rank is, but that's at home.
Yeah.
So if you want to watch some really good basketball, get a ticket, go down there.
Well, and again, for the money, that's the kind of stuff that's really good. For the money, you can't go wrong.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They play hard. All right.
Yeah. And if you like defense, that's who that is. Minnesota men's, they're 12-14 overall. I think what they're playing for now is get a real NIT bid, a real good one, so they can go and play some extra basketball. That's really about what's left for them, right? You're bouncing out there a little bit.
Crocker Johnson, they've been kind of an Iron Man. He's only got 6 guys.
Yeah. Their legs have got to be done. They have absolutely played 6 guys like you say, riding the horses. They're just beating them down to the wire and just.
But they win. They won with 6 guys.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. But that's really where they're going though. NIT, right? Getting into the second.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got no chance. But he's really making it exciting and it's something to build on. And they've got some good recruits coming in, so he's setting the stage for the future there. I think you're going to see some big things from him and that team.
All right. I don't like doing this, but I have to because I know what kind of Twins fan you are, or have been in the past. And we've kind of beat them. We've kind of beat them with the ugly stick for the last 3-4. Well, since the end of the last season, when they kind of got rid of everybody, we've been the new owners.
They're my boys. I reserve the right to say that because I'm a big fan.
I know, and this is why I know it hurts you, and it does me no. Actually, kind of makes me smile in the back of my face a little bit. To rip on you here. So, what did you have going in this season? You got Buxton, of course, still out there. Guy wants to see him. Oh, Pablo Lopez is still out there. Great. Wait a minute. Goes out. And in spring training, he blows his elbow. He's done for the year. John, not that it can't happen, because obviously it did. Is this where we don't warm up enough? Is this where he thinks he has to carry? What is he doing in spring training blowing an arm out?
That one shocked the heck out of me because he wasn't even throwing hard, right?
Yeah. Well, you would think he's...
It was like he took a wad of paper, was trying to make a basket in the garbage can. It was like, he was just throwing some light tossing, and he felt soreness.
Yeah.
Now I know he's getting a second opinion on his elbow, but he's going to have Tommy John again.
Yeah.
He is. And it's unusual after his first one. It's been over 6 years or over a few years, and they say usually when you get to that point, everything's good, right?
Yeah. This could be the end of Pablo. You don't generally get by 2 Tommy Johns, and you still have what you had. Now, I'm not rooting bad for him.
Yeah, but, he's young enough where he could come back, but boy, that's tough.
That's
basically it shoots our, any chance of even achieving a 500 record. It's
we are in a battle.
There's nobody left to go out and get.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the problem with this cutting down your. I think with you. What we're down to $70 million under the average team salary. Yeah. I mean, we're not going anywhere. But to think you're going to sit here and be rooting for a squad who your only thing you're really rooting for, could they beat the White Sox in the, that's what we're rooting for. Now you can give me $2 beers and I'm not going to turn you down. And maybe you need a good 6-pack of those to watch a game like this. But Byron Buxton is even, he's here. I get it. And you want to see him. He can't do the whole Twins tour, right? He can't do it all by himself.
No.
And then you can put him on the field. He's got to take days off like he was doing. They managed him pretty well last year. This is going to be a hard sell.
It's going to be hard because now they're taking a guy out of camp, probably one of those Zebby Matthews or Fescas, who was hoping to make it like a 5th spot, and they're going to have to put him into the top 3 of the rotation. That is a lot to ask for a guy who's probably still developing.
Yeah.
So if it was me, Al, I'd go down to the pregame at Target Field and enjoy the $2 beers, and then probably walk back to Glick's or someplace and watch the game from
stay with the cheaper. Well, here's mine. It almost makes the St. Paul Saints that much more of an attraction, right? Because they got all the fun stuff in between. You're almost waiting for the Twins to come out with the pig to bring the balls out and that sort of thing, just to keep me interested. And if they don't, then why not the Saints? We're looking at AAA ball now. Just because everyone yells at me when I get negative, is there any chance the Twins understand what we have better than any of the rest of us? And these are all kids that could fire next week and just boom, we're the best. You're shaking your head. No, you're not even believing that. Is there any chance?
I like what Tom Pohlad is saying. He's saying all the right things. If they stay pat with the squad they have now, it's going to be a very long season. It'll be tough to avoid 100 losses. It really will. Because somebody along the way is going to get hurt for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. So then what do you do? What if Buxton goes down for a while? What if Ober has to take him off?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be real tough. Then you got to sit there. Well, Major League Baseball is running our television anyway, so maybe they don't care if they lose any more money. They've got it all. But how much money would you spend for your open season pass on cable? I don't. Listen to it on radio.
I bought it last year because it was $20 a month, right? Yeah. But after the fire sale, I wasn't even interested anymore. I just let it go. I was like, that was wasted money. But it was $20 a month, which wasn't bad.
I got to go. I'm out of time. John, appreciate you. Let's talk again on Monday. Fair enough?
All right. Have a good weekend.
He's John from the end of the bench.
At LGH Wealth Management, our mission is to create